what is up, everyone? The LDB is back at it again, coming at you today with my Diamondback exotic rifle build. Now, I woke up early today, finished the last section of Kinley College, and immediately started testing this thing out. And with this build, it absolutely hits like a truck. We're talking around 500k to just over 1,000,000 hit points per bullet in the right conditions. So, as always, I hope you enjoy or find these videos helpful. If you do, definitely smash that like button, subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel, and go ahead and drop a comment down there letting everybody know what you're thinking about this, or if you have any questions. So let's get into it. Alright everyone, so first things first, let's take a look at this weapon here, see what it's actually going to do for us. Then I'm going to go ahead and test it out, show you exactly how it works, and we will be off to the build itself. Now this is a rifle. Rifles revolve around crit hit damage, and as you can see in the top right corner there, we have the plus 15% crit hit damage standard on the weapon. Now this is something you're going to want to spec a lot into on the build. More or less, forget about that crit hit chance, focus on your crit hit damage, and I will show you exactly why in just a moment. Now, as far as the per bullet damage goes, we're talking 147.6k per bullet. This is base damage. This is before the crits. This is before the damage to elite. So we're actually hitting way higher than this. This is small fries compared to what we're actually doing. Now, if you want to contrast that with another rifle, let's take a look at the MK17, everybody's favorite, right? This is hitting for 45.6k per bullet. I mean, that's respectable, right? That's not bad at all. But when you literally drop another 100,000 per bullet on this weapon, that is absolutely nasty. And again, that's just the base damage. So the RPM also takes a big hit there. It is what it is. It's a lever action. And the mag, or the tube, only holds 5. So we have to pick our shots. We have to make our shots count. But I promise you, if you hit what you are aiming at, especially if it's a headshot, it is going to hurt them very bad. I mean, it is what it is. If not, just drop them completely. This is raw damage. I am absolutely loving this. Now, as far as the talents go, we have the talent Agonizing Bite. Diamondback randomly marks an enemy. Hitting that enemy consumes the mark, guaranteeing a critical hit with plus 20% total damage. A new random enemy is marked afterwards and whenever you reload. So let's get this straight here. The Diamondback is randomly going to mark an NPC. You hit that NPC, consumes the mark, and it is a guaranteed crit hit with plus 20% total damage on top of it. That's why I was saying, forget about the crit hit chance. This is a guarantee crit hit. So focus on that crit hit damage and get that up as much as possible, so when it lands, you're going to get that plus the 20% total damage on top of it. I mean, this is nasty, and it gets even worse. Let's look at Deep Fangs here. After hitting 5 marked enemies, gain 50% reload speed, 20% total damage, and all shots fired are guaranteed crits, again, for 10 seconds. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Now, it's a little bit easier said than done to hit 5 marked targets. I mean, you have to really be going back and forth looking at the targets. They're not always right in front of you, but once you do get that 5, it is disgusting how much damage you can put out. I'm just saying right there. I mean, it is awesome. And we also get down here Shedding Skin. While drawn, each time a round is reloaded, gain plus 20% bonus armor for 3 seconds. And while holstered, each time you reload or feed your current weapon, gain plus 8% bonus armor for 2 seconds. So it has a halfway decent, not too bad holstered talent right there, as well as the primary part of the Shedding Skin. Every time you put a bullet in your gun, you gain that plus 20% bonus armor. This is awesome for when you're out of ammo, and you run out of ammo very quick with only 5 rounds, right? And if you're in a pinch or something like that, if you're running away from some NPCs, as long as you're reloading, you're okay, because every time you put a bullet in, it stacks that extra 20% damage, bonus armor on top. Stacks that 20%, 20%, 20%. And we have 5 bullets in the mag, so you do the math, that's 100% bonus armor you can potentially get from reloading from empty. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Now, as far as the mods go, we have the optics that gives us 10% accuracy. We have the lever that gives us 10% damage to elites. We have the underbarrel giving us 10% stability. And we have the snake slot, not the muzzle, the snake slot. That gives us that 15% crit hit damage. So again, right there, 15 crit damage there, 15 crit damage that comes standard on the weapon. It's just telling us push that crit damage. I promise you, it's going to work out nice for you. Now, as far as my secondary goes, nothing too crazy. I have a Black Market M60 here. I just have this on here as mainly because it has 162 rounds. So if I run out of ammo, if I'm in a pinch and just got to start dumping, well, I have this, and it works out really nice with Unhinged, Extra, and In Rhythm. In Rhythm is also why I picked this LMG, because while equipped and enemy kills have 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns, can occur once a minute. So this is not a skill build by any means, but I am running with a Reviver Hive, and the Reviver Hive has a terrible cooldown. We all know that. And when you have this on, while equipped, as long as it's on your build, you have that chance to refresh active skill cooldowns. And typically, I'm getting my Revive Hive back 20 to 30% into it. And I mean, as long as you're taking out NPCs, this'll proc and you get it right back. Gotta love that. Now, really quick, the pistol that I'm using, nothing special. I don't care about it. It's terrible, actually. But we have overlap on it. While holstered, gain plus 5% weapon handling. And on a weapon that only has 5 rounds, any kind of weapon handling accuracy stability that you can get is definitely a good thing. So that is the weapons right there. Let's actually take a look at what this weapon can do and take a look at the build. Alright everyone, so let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we can do with this. Now first let's take a look here and see that the weapon has chosen a random target. That is the tether between my optic and the target in front of me. I know it's kind of hard to see. I wish they would have made that a different color, maybe brightened it up a little bit, especially now with the skill build meta and people with their seeker mines and the red trails everywhere and the flame turrets, all that good stuff. It is sometimes kind of hard to see this little thin orange line. So if the devs are listening, if you could change it up or make the color a little different or brighten it up, that would definitely be helpful. But regardless, let's get into this. As you can see, like I said, it has picked a random target, and on the side of my weapon it has 0 on there. After I kill 5 of them, the fangs come out and everything snowballs. So let's go ahead and just hit this guy in the face and see what kind of damage we do. Wow, look at that. First shot is over 1,000,000. Look at that. Oh, wow. Then 549. We get 500s all day long. That's not a problem. Let's just take another shot here and see what we can do here. We're doing 500s easy all day. Not even a problem. So let's see. Where is the other marked target? See, now we have another target that is marked. Another random target. Let's take him out. Let's go ahead and change. Go to over this guy. Now, let's see if I can get this guy. Boom. Now we got 3. Alright, let's take this guy down. See, over 1,000,000 again. Look at that. Gotta love that. Gotta love it. And I'm going to actually reload because after this next shot, we're going to have the fangs. So let's see what we can do here. Boom, fangs and obliterate. Headshot. Oh yeah, over 1,000,000. Over 1,000,000. Over 1,000,000. Over 1,000,000. Look at that. That is beautiful. Super reload. Boom, 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 boom. Obliterate on top. Let's see here. Pop. Oh. Just start racking them off. And this is another quick little tip here. As you can see, I'm reloading. You can just stop and shoot. Stop and shoot. Hit the reload. Get some armor. Stop and shoot. I mean, it's crazy what you can do with that, especially on your last bullet. Let's see here. Let me just do this for the fun of it. Drop another target. Come on. And then now we're at okay, keep going. Reload. And you just keep that armor up. Now, this is not as effective, obviously, as far as time goes, but you just keep that extra armor bar going. I don't know if that's a little glitch or something we can do something with later on, but hey, I'm not mad about doing roughly anywhere between 500 to, 1,000,000 per shot here. I mean, that one right there, 900,000. I mean, and we're just messing around. This is awesome, guys. I absolutely love it, and I really recommend you try it out. So, enough shooting stuff. Let's get on to the actual build itself. Alright, so here it is. As you can see, we have 10 reds, 5 blue, and 0 yellow. We're definitely going DPS for this build. more or less the entire way. We still have 220,000 armor, which is halfway decent. Our health is not so great, 36,000, and we do not have any skill power at all. That's why I was mentioning the in rhythm on my secondary weapon. Now, other than that, let's just take a quick look here. We have the sharpshooter specialist going, mainly just to get the extra rifle damage, as well as headshot damage and stability. That headshot damage and stability is a big thing right there. That will definitely boost your stats up a lot. I mean, you smack them in the face, you can see we're getting over 1,000,000. Now, other than that, let's take a look here at the mask. It is Duggan Harding. We have a 2-piece Duggan Harding going, so we're going to get 5% accuracy and 10% crit damage. So again, focus on that crit damage. This one here, we have 41% damage to elites. We got a little bit of health on there, and another 10% damage to elites with hard hitting. So pretty straightforward on the mask. Go damage to elites on top of damage to elites if possible, and it will not let you down. So moving on to the chest piece here. It is Overlord. We get that 10% rifle damage from it. We also have 9% health, 9.5% crit hit damage, and 13% weapon damage. So I did re-roll a crit chance off of there. I left the crit hit damage and, you know, just put that raw weapon damage on there. It's been working a lot better. Now, as far as the talent on here, we have hard hitting, and the mods, we have armor with 2.5 total armor and some health regen, as well as armor and 3.5 total armor on the second mod. So pretty straightforward on that. Just get your armor up as much as you can. That's what I'm focusing on. Now we have a Wyvern holster here, giving us 7% crit hit damage. Again, all about that crit hit damage. We have 15% crit hit damage as an attribute, and we also have critical, 5% crit hit damage down there for the talent. So this is my crit piece right here. This is, I mean, that's the crit damage piece right there. That's like God roll to me, right? I mean, I don't think it gets much better than that. And we also have a firearms mod down here with 4% rifle damage. So pretty nice on that. The knee pads here are also Duggan Harding. We get 5.5 crit chance on here. I left a little bit of crit chance on this build, and I mean a little bit, simply because when I'm shooting at other targets that are not marked, I still want to be able to crit them. You know what I mean? Having 0 crit chance, I wouldn't go with that. I think I'm sitting at like 13 or 10%. We'll have to see when we hit the character sheet, but regardless, it's not very much. But my point being is, other than that, I'm going with hard hitting everywhere as much as I can. And then on the mod, we have 1.5 weapon damage and 3% rifle damage. So pretty straightforward on that. Nice there. Now this is where it gets a little interesting. We have an Araldi glove here, and we have the 2-piece going, giving us 10% accuracy and 10% headshot damage. So we're just pushing that headshot damage that we're getting from the sharpshooter a little bit more. We have 8% rifle damage. That could definitely be a little bit better. But we also have Obliterate on here. Depleting an enemy's armor grants plus 25 critical hit damage for 5 seconds. That's what I was talking about. If I can get Fangs and Obliterate to proc at the same time, it gets dirty, guys. It's nasty. And this is very easy to unlock. 4 or more reds on a DPS rifle build. I think you can do it. Definitely try that out. And we don't have a mod on there. So let's take a look at the backpack. It is also Araldi. We have 7.5 crit chance. Again, I left just that little bit on there. We have a halfway decent armor roll, but really all I'm worried about is hard hitting. And then we also have an offensive mod here with 1% weapon damage and 2% rifle damage. Also 2% damage to armor. So every little bit of damage to armor works out nice. But that is about it. That is the build in a whole. I'm going with the Healing Chem Launcher, and we got the Revive Hive. I mean, pretty straightforward on that, nothing too crazy. And it's been working out really nice for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Now let's take a look at the character sheet before we go ahead and sign off. Alright everyone, before I bid you a farewell, let's take a look at this character sheet and see what we got going. We got hard hitting 1, 2, 3, 4 times on there. We got Obliterate Depleting an enemy's armor grants 25 crit damage. You gotta love that. Try that one out. We got critical on there, pushing that crit damage some more. You could go with some damage to elites on that instead of the crit damage. I just wanted to push that crit damage a little bit further, you know, and it's been working out just fine. So let's see here. We got some good stuff going on with the weapons, but the weapon damage, base weapon damage, 147,552. Look at that. That's a nice number. We have 13% crit chance, and we have 102 crit hit damage. Broke that 100% mark, so basically that's going to multiply your base weapon damage by 2 because you're doing 100% more damage than you already are doing, right? So that's really nice there. I have 95% headshot damage. I was trying to hit 100%, but it is what it is. Our range, 28 meters, nothing too good, nothing too special. That's kind of like an assault rifle, but it is what it is, and we're going to definitely work with it. We have some reload time of 3.4 seconds, and that's for 5 shells, so that's really not all that bad. 25% accuracy, 40% stability. We have a little bit of weapon handling, like I said, just from that given talent on the pistol that I have. We have 16.5 all weapon damage bonus, and we also have 42% rifle bonus. So right there, that's really nice. We're pushing it. We're getting up there. I know it might be able to get it a little bit higher, but overall I'm pretty happy with it as is. It's a work in progress, but we still have 91% damage to elites. So follow me here. We got the base damage 147. You basically double that with a crit hit, and then if it is a elite, you basically can double that again. It hits like a truck. Absolutely amazing. And we got a little bit of that armor damage on there. Look at that, 2%. Armor, 220,000. We got some armor regeneration, 11,000. Max health is 36,000. Nothing crazy. Health regen, 20,000. So basically, one chem bomb and waiting about 3-4 seconds, I get the majority of my armor back and a good amount of my health. So that's awesome right there. I don't have any hazard protection. That's the one part where I feel vulnerable, especially during the skill build meta. I mean, I'm not taking this into PvP, but in all honesty, I keep thinking about it with this guaranteed crit. Oh boy, that could be nasty. Other than that, we don't have any skill power, and that's about it. That's about a wrap, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something away from it. I really enjoy this build, and I recommend you try it out. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my exotic Diamondback build for Title Update 5. I've really been having fun with this weapon so far today, and as you can see, it hits really hard and is a very nice change of pace, so I definitely recommend trying it out. So as always, if you enjoy or find these videos helpful, definitely smash that like button, subscribe for future content if you are new to the channel, make sure you got that notification bell on, and go ahead and drop a comment down there letting everybody know what you're thinking about this, or if you have any questions. So until next time, guys, I hope you take it easy. I will see you then. Later.